I was born in London, living in London at the time, and I was really into heavy rock, and I was in a band, and I used to spend a lot of time drawing logos for the bands and like customizing my leather jacket and stuff like that. And I probably spent more time drawing than I did actually playing in the band. I saw this subculture come out of America called subway art, where people were painting their names on the trains, and that just instantly appealed to me, the idea of being able to paint on such a large scale. So I just took the idea of drawing a band name and just substituted that for my own name, my tag, and then I took that out into public space and just started spraying, really. I started off emulating the New York thing, but there's only a certain amount of time you can do that before that is not fulfilling. You know, you have to inject personality into it. I think it was just the expressive personal space, to be able to go on your own terms into a wall or an alleyway or something, or a train, and just put something out that says, I was here. It was the act of rebellion, basically. Jumping over a fence, being in a spot where you weren't supposed to be, and then for your friends to see you the next day and go, oh shit, I saw that thing you did, you know, that kind of element. And then having an identity in your neighborhood. I don't like doing it like 2 minutes before I start, but then once it's rolling, yeah, it's fine. And it's a good way to learn. I learn a lot about my work while I'm doing it, as in what I'm actually trying to say. Or it's kind of, the best way of explaining it is it's like doing a 20-minute guitar solo. No, you don't know where it's going to end, you don't know what's going to happen, but once you start, it's like, it's on, you just have to go with it and commit to that moment. And I think that's the thing I really like, is committing to that. That point in time of having to make a painting. Because when I'm in the studio, I can take as long as I want and deliberate over every stroke and be very critical, and I end up painting over a lot of things and working back. But in that moment, when you've got people watching you, you just have to do it. There's no way out. I wouldn't say I have a creative process, a logical creative process. I just think it's an ongoing, it's my life. You know, it's kind of all I've ever done and all I'm ever going to do. And every time I make something, whether it's a big painting or a one-off hat for charity, it all adds to my body of work and adds to the way that I look at and think about how I work. So I guess my process is actually about editing. It's about seeing what I've done in a public space and then how I feel about that. And so the next time I go to do that, how I adjust and what I see working, and yeah.